Well, I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend as we just started it. Welcome. This is officially, we are entering into week 5. Hope everyone is doing well this weekend. And as you are embarking upon completing your week 4 assignments, the video reviews along with the paper sections, just a reminder, as always, that those 2 assignments will be due tomorrow night at 11:55 p.m. So, with that being said, a few things that I definitely want to cover within the week 5 content, but then also some reminders. Now, a few things that I have noticed is that regarding the weekly assignments, there have been some, and this does not apply to everybody, and I just want to give a very gentle reminder that the weekly video reviews, along with the weekly paper sections, every week you're going to have a video review, as you know, because we are on the verge of wrapping up week 4 of this course, along with the weekly paper sections. Let's be timely with those assignment submissions. Now, for those, and I want to say again that there have been some who have reached out to me. If you've fallen behind on assignment time, do not hesitate to get in contact with me, because I know that in regards to time management, that there's often conflicts that do arise. We have our careers, we have our jobs, we have our family, we have personal matters that may come up, and then of course we have homework and research pertaining to that homework that needs to be done. So I do understand that at times time is definitely of essence, that we may not have enough time to complete the task that are required of us on a week-to-week basis. So again, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free by phone or by email. I will continue to say that until we are done with this course. As a matter of fact, after next week is our final week, week 6. So for those that are behind, please be vigilant regarding the arrangements that you've made. What you want to do is, you definitely want to, going into next week, you want to try to get caught up with the past due assignments towards the end of the week. So I would have to say, try to aim if you can for next Saturday to get current on all assignments. Now, that's not going to be the final deadline, all right, but I'm kind of giving you a time frame in terms of when past due assignments should be turned in. Try to aim for next Saturday if you can. And if not, if you're not able to meet that deadline, feel free definitely to reach out to me. And most definitely, I'm going to be making announcements as a reminder. This is not to pester anybody. It's not to be a nuisance or anything like that. But I want everyone to successfully complete this course. So with that being said, let's go into week number 5. Of course, we have 2 discussion posts. We have our quiz. We have our video review along with our paper section that you're going to write on coming up for week number 5. And as usual, the days remain the same. Discussion posts are going to be due on Thursday night. Quiz you will complete on Friday night. And of course, the video review along with the final paper section, you will complete that on Sunday night. I think the discussion posts are going to be very interesting because it kind of puts you in the position of being a chairperson. Economic transitions, number 1, and how do you resolve the federal debt, number 2. So I really like these discussion posts, and I think it's going to really cause you to think out the box and really come up with some prime examples. Like, for example, the one that I have clicked on right here regarding being a federal chairperson. Now, this is really connected to reality of what's going on and what's transpiring. We know what the Biden administration has done since they've taken office back in January. We see as well, too, that the interest rates for purchasing homes have been lowered. And it's caused the real estate market to have somewhat of a boom. Because the issue right now is that, guess what? there's a low inventory. And the reason why being a low inventory in real estate, it's greatly due to the interest rates being lowered. Okay, people are encouraged to go get approved for financing for a mortgage. They're getting locked in with that lower interest rate. And so it's become really a seller's market where homes are really selling all over the country on a random basis. And it's well over market value. We're talking about appraisals being waived and all of that. So the advantage is really upon the seller right now when you think about it. The seller, if it's, hey, I look at it this way. For those that are looking to sell their home, right now would be the ideal time because it's not really going with the standard of the norm when it comes to real estate. But however, what we're seeing right now is that homes are being sold and deals are being made and going to closing for well over the market value of what the home is worth. So think about that. Think about the interest rates. Think about the moratoriums, as a matter of fact, on unemployment, where unemployment benefits were extended based on us dealing with COVID. And of course, it seems like we're seeing the light of day and the numbers have declined, and we have the vaccination rates that are increasing. So the vaccines, Pfizer and Moderna, as well as Johnson & Johnson, a good portion of Americans have been vaccinated. I think it's somewhere within the 60 percentile, maybe about 64, 65%. We have a little more way to go. I know that the goal, based on the current administration, was that all individuals by the 4th of July, that it would be 70%. And we're talking about full vaccination. That those that make the decision to do the Pfizer and the Moderna, those are two different shots that you have to get. Whereas with the Johnson & Johnson, you just get one shot or one dosage of the vaccination. Fully vaccinated, 70%. And I think that we are coming close to that goal, but we have a little bit more way to go here. And then also we have to be vigilant as well that we're not completely out the woods yet. There are new variants. The concern is the Delta variant, and that the Delta variant of this virus happens to be a little bit more contagious. So, with that being said, put yourself in a position of being the federal chairperson. And pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to use in your federal toolbox reserve requirements, federal funds rate, and open market conditions. Okay, and this is to improve the U.S. economy if you were happen to be the chairman of the Federal Reserve. And I think we have a realistic example of what the Biden administration, as I just mentioned, what they're doing, what they have done regarding, extending benefits of unemployment. That would be one primary example. And then also what the government has done with the lowering of interest rates. So that will be your first discussion post. And of course, moving to the second one here. How do we deal with our $1 trillion deficit? Okay, there is a link here to look at the debt clock. So think about this. Think about if you were actually in the position where you had to come up with ways to maybe curb spending. What would be some things or some areas that you would look at? Some of you are going to probably look at our foreign spending, okay, the aid that we probably give to other countries. Some of you may look at student loan debt, just some primary examples. So how do we begin to lower our debt? Because as we know, debts are liabilities. So how do we begin to turn the country around where we can see more of a surplus, as opposed to this $1 trillion debt? That's very perplexing, I think, in my opinion. But however, though, this will be your second discussion post. Okay, so put yourself in the position of being the debt czar. 3 actions that the federal government should take to curb the projected increase within the debt. That will be your second discussion post. Now, let me kind of move on and let me talk about the video review. So, the video review, what you're going to do is you're going to look at some leading economic indicators. All right. And this is the role of the economists. As you know, economists, they predict future growth. They predict, the transition of the economy. They're the ones that will predict whether we go into a recession period or whether we see an incline within our economy to where we begin to experience a boom. So, what you're going to do is this. You're going to look up leading economic indicators. All right, and you're going to research, and calculate those leading economic indicators. Now, what I've done regarding this, I have actually, if you go to my instructor forum, you will see that I gave you some references. So make sure, class, that you go to the instructor forum and the links that I gave you all. I gave you all 2 links, 2 websites that you can use for research in this. And just you'll be able to click on these links, and I just want to let you know these links are valid. The domain is existing. The domain has not been taken down, or it has not moved to another IP address. So you can use these 2 links to conduct your research to complete your Week 5 video review. And again, you will find that within the instructor forum. This is, of course, where I make announcements to the entire class. The final thing here would be the paper portion. And I just only have a few minutes left here, so I'm going to rush this. I don't want to run out of time. What you're going to do is you're going to keep the country that you're comparing. We're talking about the overall economic analysis with that of the United States. So it's going to be kind of governmental. That's what you're going to write on for the upcoming week. So you're going to talk about, of course, banking systems and fiscal policies, along with the monetary policies of your country, and you're going to compare that with the United States. So what you're going to do is you're going to realize, now I need to research the structure and the foundation of the government and how that government has an impact over economic issues pertaining to the country. That will be your paper portion. Of course, it will be 400 to 600 words, as it has been every week, and you will continue to use APA format. So that will pretty much wrap it up. That's what's going on for Week 5. Of course, if you have any issues, any questions, or any concerns, I am available. By cell phone, you can call me if you want to talk to me in person. But as you know already, I do randomly respond to my email. I check my email on a daily basis to follow up on students, especially if they have reached out to me regarding questions. Okay, it is Saturday, everybody, and it's a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy the weather. Make sure you take some time for yourself. And blessings. Have a great week.